At the age of 37, LeBron James is still one of the top NBA players on any given night, arguably still the face of the NBA with guys like Ja Morant and LaMelo Ball waiting at the helm. James is in conversation of GOAT status, and only Michael Jordan himself is thought of as being greater or even better, depending on who you ask. And he spends a huge amount of money to keep his body in the best possible shape. He also uses cryotherapy to decrease inflammation in his body and relieve muscle pain after a hard training session. Apart from freezing himself to death, he also uses a hyperbaric chamber to also increase the amount of oxygen in his body by stimulating high altitude conditions, which results in better endurance and overall performance in a recovery regimen. Another modern gizmo is the enormous Tech Leg Boot, which massages his lower extremities and also keeps the muscles loose and warm, which benefits also the aches and sorenesses. He also gets a private treatment with liquid nitrogen to help reduce inflammation. Other than that, he employs a team of personal chefs, massage therapists, and trainers. While he was filming Space Jam in the summer of 2019, he would spend up to 12 hours a day on set, which is exhausting in itself. However, every day of shooting would usually start around 8 a.m., and LeBron would already practice, which means he would wake up probably around 5 a.m. every day. Wow, now that's commitment. LeBron's greatness is somewhat taken for granted because he won the genetic golden ticket and grew up to be a 6'8" super athlete that can jump out of the gym. However, there aren't many athletic guys in the NBA still playing at his level at the age of 37. So let's take a look at LeBron James' workout routine. When we watch basketball games, we only see the final product on the court, but everything that goes into it is what very few people understand. LeBron is one of the hardest and smartest workers in the NBA, and in fact, he's never really suffered any severe injuries that would have kept him out for long periods of time. LeBron is currently on a tight weekly schedule that includes weightlifting up to 3 times per week, on the plyometric work or cardio on the VersaClimber several times per week in some form of yoga, and stretching before and after every session. And of course, that doesn't include actual basketball training and around 100 games he plays every year. Yoga and stretching is something James learned out of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's book and took it to a completely different level. Kareem swore by yoga and said that only because of it that he was able to keep playing at the age of 40 and still be productive. LeBron suffered a first serious injury in this 2015 season, and he had an injured disc in his back. His mobility and explosiveness took a significant hit. Worried, LeBron James reached out for help and got it from Donnie Raymond, a former Navy SEAL specializing in biometric and human movement. Raymond's expertise combines biology and physical mechanics, and he also helped James massively improve his horse strength posture and get rid of all that back pain. Brown also transformed the way he lands on the floor to preserve his joints, and if you look at how he maneuvers landing after he jumps, it's like a gazelle landing on the ground after a big jump. How graceful. LeBron kept no stone unturned and was not shy to ask for help because of all the work on his biomechanics, mobility, and state-of-the-art recovery systems. And as we go back to LeBron James' nutrition, like with training and recovery, James also invests a lot in nutrition to replenish his body with the right fuel so he can perform at optimal level. LeBron eats 6 smaller meals every day, usually about 2.5 to 3 hours apart. And a typical day with LeBron starts off with breakfast consisting of an egg sandwich with 100% whole grain muffin, an avocado and salsa, and a smoothie made with fresh frozen fruit and a low-fat Greek yogurt. Then for a snack in between breakfast and lunch, you're looking at a spinach salad with veggies, grilled chicken with a light dressing. And then LeBron also stated he loves his fruit, so he always throws fruit on the side with sliced berries, apples, mandarin oranges. You name it, it's there. Moving into the afternoon, it's more fruit or vitamins, and having both a nutrient-rich and upscale-sounding dinner of grilled salmon, also crushed pistachio topping steamed with vegetables, and a good old Blaze pizza to go. When it comes to a late-night snack, LeBron loves a veggie omelet with a side of turkey bacon. Good thing he's got a personal chef money. But it just goes to show with most rigid diet routines, there's always a cheat. And LeBron loves to cheat and manifest themselves in the form of pizza and wine. James doesn't hide the fact that his love for wine apparently He drinks wine every day, according to his teammate Kevin Love. LeBron has a supercomputer in his brain when it comes to his taste in wine. And even LeBron's choice of a cheap drink isn't really bad for you. In fact, most doctors agree that in consumed in moderation, red wine has some health benefits like lowering your risk of heart attack and increasing your levels of good HDL cholesterol. As far as pizza is concerned, James is all in. He's even an investor in Blaze Pizza franchise. A few years ago, he shared his order at Blaze Pizza, which had a ridiculous 16 toppings on it, ranging from turkey meatballs to banana peppers, olives, basil, and way more that gets lost in the mix. And oh yeah, who can forget about Taco Tuesday? But there was a point in time where LeBron had to switch up his diet, eliminating all those cheat days in order to drastically change his intake and regain his physical edge. LeBron also uses his calm meditation apps to focus on his mind and shut down his mental before games to get clarity. LeBron James' longevity records, if he keeps at pace and stays lucky without injury, LeBron could break all kinds of records, of course. The Focus's all-time scoring list, where LeBron James is currently third behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and, of course, Karl Malone. Kareem's record of 38,387 points. LeBron has his eye on the prize. The question is, will LeBron James ever be greater than Michael Jordan? Michael Jordan is the GOAT himself, and he seems like he's chasing a ghost. But LeBron James is great in all categories, all statistics. When it's all said and done, LBJ will likely be the most player to have ever played the most basketball, aside from his God-given talent and incredible work ethic. LeBron has made very smart decisions over the last 18 and 19 years, and with a little bit of luck, could he become the most durable athlete of all time and perhaps further his case as the GOAT, the greatest ever to play the game of basketball.